another book to be added to the library, suitable for kids and adults alike. Oh my goodness guys, my very first colouring book has arrived with me! Yay! Okay, now this book actually was the very first book I was publishing, but the Scapigliata arrived with me first, and this one arrived. It took much longer to get to me, and I also had to change the book cover and fiddle with it a bit more. It was a bit more tricky, but it has finally come and I'm so pleased with it. M Drawing M, you will find her on YouTube and Instagram, actually encouraged me to keep going with this when I was struggling with the margins and Amazon rejecting it because of margin sizes, and I was having real trouble with this colouring book, so I'm so pleased it's now here. And the front cover, you can colour it using Inktense pencils, Neocolor 2 crayons, and I think we're going to colour the front cover together on camera so you can see how it's going to work. Now if you do have alcohol markers, they may work too, but I don't like using them because of the smell. Now this is an adult colouring book, art therapy style book. It's a colouring book that has no theme. There are no mandalas in it or patterns like that, because for me I got bored with them. I want this to be for all age groups, so from children up to adults. There's nothing offensive in here, it's just a very gentle, nice, universal style colouring book that I hope will ease your mind as you are colouring the pages. The whole point is that with the designs being less complicated, you have a bigger sense of achievement when you've completed the designs, because it's quicker to complete the designs. Therefore, you will have a sense of achievement quicker. This is the Mixed Up Madness collection. Okay, guys. Gonna be using my Derwent Inktense pencils because they are ink tensified in a pencil and permanent once dry. And on my description on Amazon, I do recommend Inktense pencils for colouring the front cover of the book. Obviously, please excuse the background noise. We do have dogs and cats. We have 2 dogs and about 5 cats. And they do make noise. So, gonna start with, just to test out, obviously I've been doing tests before the book even got sold. I had to test out the cover to see what we were going to get. You don't need all of these Inktense pencils. If you're going to get some, I think from what I remember, they do sell a pack of 6. It may be a bit kind of waxy, whatever, when you scribble, so you can pick up directly with your brush. Might be easier for you. But what I love is that you can colour the cover yourself. And I would love it if you shared your designs with me on Instagram. Just tag me, Artistrebeccals, and I'll take a look at the covers that you come up with. It would be such fun. That's the beauty of this concept, that you can colour it as you like. You could even put some small writing in these circles here. There we go. just gently shading with the, what have we got here? The poppy red. And the other thing is with ink tints, you can build up because this is going to dry permanent, this first layer. And I'm just going for random colours. I'm not going for anything particular because we're just having random fun. As it says, Mixed Up Madness collection. So we don't have to have any colour that goes together. I've put the light on now, sorry guys. The first image was, it was dark because I forgot to put my little light on. What I've also done is used a heat gun off camera just to dry it, because this is, it's not gloss, it's matte, but the surface is kind of slick. So it will, things will take longer to dry, but they do dry. But you know, I'm impatient, I want to get on with this video. So we're now going to be using a fuchsia. Love fuchsia. Now you can see that sometimes it doesn't really go down properly because it's so slick, but you let that dry and then pick up directly from your pencils, just the tip, and then you can drop your pigment in to that and you can get some lovely effects. And the beauty of it taking longer to dry is that you can then add in some other colour. I don't know what colour we're going to add offhand. Just take anything. That was a dark blue. Luckily it goes. But it doesn't matter if it didn't. Yeah, and then we can always go back in again when it is dry and do another layer. This one's going down better with a circle. I'm so pleased this book is done and that it's come out much better than expected. So I wasn't sure what Amazon KPD's publishing quality was going to be like, and I had researched a lot before I did this, and some people had said the quality was no good, others have said the quality was really, really good, and I was nervous. But yes, I am very satisfied with this book, and I think my second colouring book that's now published, I'm waiting for it to arrive with me. It will arrive in June, so that will be another video to look out for, guys. I really hope that you colour along with me. I'm going to do episodes where I colour a page and you can colour along with me with the colouring book. That would be so fun, and I really hope you will share the results with me on Instagram or Twitter. You know, I am on most social platforms. Let's try doing up here. Now I do recommend permanent things like ink tints or your permanent markers, because you know, you don't want things to rub off. So basically I'd recommend you use Neocolor 2 watercolour crayons for the inside of the book, and for the outside, acrylic ink or Inktense pencils. Because the cover, you probably will need to wipe clean it every now and then. So acrylic isn't going to wipe off with your, your wiping as such, or the Inktense, but water-based products are going to wipe off. But if you're not planning on wiping the cover clean, then you could get away with your Inktense. Not your Inktense, your Neocolor 2 pastels, but just bear in mind that though they dry on the surface, they will wipe off with anything wet. So Inktense or acrylic ink for the cover. That's the recommendation. Now, what colour should we go for here? And there's roughly 76 colouring pages in here. My second colouring book has a couple more pages, but I thought it was a good amount to start off with. Because again, I don't like these colouring books for children that are like 400, 200, because the quality is not good. With this, it's good quality. Okay, so we've now done that, and I'm going to use a ballpoint pen. I'm going to start writing the odd word, maybe like happy. And smile, and I'm using the Bic 4-in-1 colour pen, and this was called Sunny or Sunshine, and it has the 4 sunshine colours. You've got your purple, your pink, your orange and your yellow. Yellow doesn't particularly show up very well, but it's good for doodling if you're doing flowers or something. And we will put maybe, I'll turn this into a flower. We were just talking of flowers, so why not? And I think we'll have a nice red one. If you have any of those Inktense blocks or the Inktense watercolours in pan form instead of the pencil, that will probably be more convenient. Because you can't actually use the pencil as such on the cover. It's more picking up the colour with a wet paintbrush. So the blocks and the palette of colours that you can get that look like a box of watercolour paints, that would be perfect. I just like how versatile these covers are going to be. I think you guys are going to really have fun decorating and making them look completely different. Add another coat. little layer. Not painting a wall, we're doing a layer. And there we are. So all in all, I would say this one colouring book took about 4 weeks from start to finish, because I already had quarter of the designs already made from my Etsy shop and other little projects I had been doing. But the rest of them I had to do all in like one go. Thankfully I had the iPad and my little stylus to do the designs on the iPad, which are all freehand designs on the iPad. I wasn't using, you know, pre-done or by other people. They've all been done by my fair hands. And so, yeah, I'm really happy with all of that. I think at the end, when I've coloured the front cover, we'll do the flip through. Interesting to have your own book in your hands. And they say that everybody has a book in them. And it's totally free on Amazon KPD to, you know, publish your own books in an ebook, which is an electronic book, or paperback or hardback. It's completely free to do this. So you all have the opportunity to have your books published. You just need the determination and the patience and the tolerance to achieve it. Here we are, just neatening it all up a little. Good, we're getting there. Like I say, it's not a race. I'm doing this in almost a whole session. I wouldn't normally be doing that, but this is just for you guys because it's to make a video. But I wouldn't normally be doing this. And also it's weird, I'm not too sure what the colours are I'm picking up with the Inktense because sometimes they look dark, and so you think it's a brown and it turns out that it's a dark red or something. I did do a video about these pencils, not a review as such, but on my channel. This is for my wooden box set. So that's the video I discuss how I got hold of these. And I have published another book called A Bunch of Sketches. Well, it's a bunch of La Scapigliata sketches. That should also be at the end of this video. A video about that should come up. And book 2 of this, like I've said, is out. But I haven't had my copy sent to me yet. And I am working on some other books. Not colouring books, but some other fun style, kind of educational fun kids books, you know. I think Amazon don't realise what they've done. Letting me know that I can publish books for free so easily. There's going to be a lot of books coming out for me. They have actually increased their prices. A lot of authors on Amazon are having to increase their prices because Amazon has, as of June the 20th, prices for Amazon have gone up. The labour costs, the cost of the ink and the printing on the paperbacks and the hardbacks have all gone up, and you know, so authors are having to increase the cost because Amazon have increased their costs. So I'd get the books while you can before I too will be forced to have to increase my costings, which I don't like to do. I like to make them as affordable as possible. But we are living in challenging times financially, for everybody is increasing their costs. But considering my costs are really quite low, I am keeping my book prices lower than everybody else's. So even with the increase, I'm still not going to be as expensive as everybody else. See what this colour is. Looks like a thistle colour. So, what else is left to colour? We could do a whole yellow background, I'm not sure yet. Definitely recommend a heat gun for drying the stages quicker for doing your cover. I think it will stop frustration and accidental wiping and smudging. And heat guns are really quite affordable now. The craft heat guns, they're quite affordable. I think most of you who watch my channel will have one because you're artists and crafters yourself. Okay. And then I think I'm going to go for my kind of magenta, I think. You know, my pink and yellow thing. You could probably make those circles like fish. You could make it an underwater book if you wanted to. There we are. I love that it's now looking chaotic. It's exactly what I intended. Very good theme for the book. And if you don't like it, just buy another book and start again. You can have many varieties. Doing some yellow for the bottom, carrying that on. Yeah, you could as well. I don't advise it, but I suppose some of you could, if you have it in your art studios, use a sealant, one of those spray sealers. If you do end up using something that's not completely, you know, water, not water, but is going to smudge or something, like a fixative you could use. But I don't like using fixative because it tends to be an aerosol and you end up having to spray it outside, and it's just, the smell can last a long time on your books and stuff. So basically this is why I'm going to be leaving mine. I'm going to be giving it a quick blast of the heat gun again, and then I'll do a quick flip through. Okay guys, now it's quite big. It's not all fitting on camera, but you'll get a rough idea. So, there is a dedications page, which I'm not showing on camera. You have to buy the books if you want the dedications. So, we will start with this, and it opens. You can be really quite brutal with it, and you can fold it back on itself. That's what I thought the beauty of the book, you know, paperback is, and it's nice and floppy, so it's nice. It's a nice size, nice and floppy, reasonable paper. I went for as good as they had on offer. I didn't go for a cream version. I went for the white because, you know, colouring pages tend to be white anyway. So we have that. We've got the bees. We've got a candy, like a lollipop-y thing, sunflower, pumpkin, ice cream, great big smiley face, and flowers, things like this. The 3 men in a boat, some words, great big fried egg, and then you can, there's a page called Draw and Colour Your Fave Food, and there's a plate for you to put your food on. So I try and mix a few activities with colouring, but I also give you the ability to extend and expand on the drawings I have included. However, the disclaimer and the copyright all are mine. So even if you extend and add to the designs are still owned by me. You cannot re-upload my designs, even if you've edited them. You cannot republish my book and say that the designs are yours. You are permitted for educational or personal use to photocopy these pages if you have more than a group for like an after school activity. If the teacher has bought the book, she can photocopy the pages so that the class, you know, has it. That's standard practice. But what you cannot do is sell those individual pages. We've got like a Starbucks drink here. Things like take your time, take time. We've got a pattern or two. We've got some French, salut. And then we have an Italian, eventually, for buongiorno. And we have a sheep. I am amazing. Though I have to say, the buongiorno and things, I think that could be in book 2. I get confused. These are happy thoughts, a great big gift parcel to decorate. You could have fun with that, throwing glitter on it and things. So yeah, it's all fun stuff here. We've got some numbers. It's, you know, really fun. And I love that it also will say on the back where it's printed. And this one was printed in Italy. So my other 2 testers were printed in Poland or Portugal. I think it was Poland, I'm not sure. So it's interesting to look on the back. When you get your books, it'll be fun to see where they're printed. They take about 2 weeks to get to you. In some countries it might be quicker or slower. But yeah, this is the back. And it's got a bit of paint on it now. But as I say, they are wipe clean. That's what I like about it. It's a matte finish, not a gloss finish. But you can still give them a quick wipe. So with that said, guys, I'm going to say thanks ever so much for watching. I hope you're going to enjoy colouring my colouring book series. I really hope that you're going to buy your copies and share your cover decorating with me on Instagram. And I'll catch you on the next video. Please don't forget to hit the like button. If you've liked this video, give me the thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and it's free. And I'm grateful to everyone who has subscribed already. Thank you so much. Subscribing is free, and it lets YouTube know that you've enjoyed my content and promotes my content to more people so they can enjoy it too. And don't forget to leave me a comment. I love chatting with you guys in the comments. I'll catch you really soon, guys.